What's up, Sticks TV gang? Now, I'm going to try to keep this short because not only is Monday, but it's due next week. So before I give y'all parents and teenage steppers some advice, just let me holler at you for a minute or two. Now, we all know it's this thing called puberty, but what they don't tell us is there are other stages in our life, like puberty, but they're called the violent stage, the epiphany stage, and the woke stages. Um, Most urban teens hit their violent stages right before and during puberty for several reasons like poverty, seeking attention, and natural selection. Poverty will cause your child to never tell you and just go do it. Now people looking for him. Now you got all type of static out there. You see what he's saying? So to prevent that, teach your son how to sell roses, rake yards, or take out trash for extra money. You as a parent, you should put in a few hours overtime because, believe it or not, we live in a world now where children and teenagers will literally wild out just because they can't get the newest shoes or the newest clothes, and that's facts. If your son or daughter got everything they want, but they're still seeking attention, maybe they want to be a dancer, a rapper, or a filmmaker, or some type of famous star. You see what I'm saying? So what you do is you give them the attention by making them boys some business cards or buying the camera and seeing if they know how to rap or taking them to dance classes for young women or men or some type of trade where they get a lot of attention. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of people be thugging for too. Um, with natural selection, that is when two boys or two groups in the city don't get along because they're literally the exact same people. I talking about from both the leaders having the same type of traits or even damn they looking like. I talking about the right hand man from, let's say, the Crips and the right hand man from the Bloods. Even they look alike. Even the three shooters from the Bloods and the three shooters from the Crips, they all look alike and act just alike. You see what I'm saying? Um, with the natural selection beef and street wars, all I can really say is two is always better than one, and three is always better than two because let's say the Crips got two doctors and the Bloods got two doctors and them boy beefing. Y'all know what would happen to y'all section or y'all caps or y'all clientele or whatever business, positive or negative y'all got going on. If y'all click up, that's easy math right there. 1 + 1 is 2. Whatever y'all got going on, y'all should just double. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say for the natural selection. Now, the epiphany stage is if your teenager makes it to the age where they can work. Now, that's the most crucial part you would want to pay attention to because that teen ain't as violent as he used to be in his 15, 16, 17 years now. He working, so he ain't as violent. And this is the stage where they start to wake up, start to notice, like, damn, what I've been doing a few years ago been real messed up. And if you don't pay attention and you stay on them, all it takes is for one party for them boy to go to. Just one party that one weekend, and you never go see your child again. Okay, the woke stage around that 19, 20, 21 is when most urban teens are most confused or the most dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Because they literally 100% understand the street life. Like, they done been through it all. Shootouts, jail. They done been through everything. Most done been to prison at the age 17, 18. You see what I'm saying? They already been to prison. So by 21, 20, they understand the street life. You see what I'm saying? But what they don't understand is taxes, credit, buying a house, having felonies to get apartments and all that. And that would cause your average 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old to literally crash out in a botched robbery, home invasion, kidnapping somebody they know who got the pounds or the bricks and end up thinking them boy. You see what I'm saying? So Why you think a lot of 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, why you think a lot of people that age got a lot of real violent charges? Because I wouldn't say they 1 foot in or 1 foot out, but they know, shit, I understand the street life. I can get away with this just one more time, and boom, you hit for the next 30, 15, 20 years, coming home around that 40 age mark. You see what I'm saying? Now, I feel like the most important reason I made it to the age 25 OG status in Charleston is because literally I noticed at an early age that every group and every clique has at least one or two people who will get murdered. Every group, every clique has at least one or two people who can go to jail because they murdered somebody. You see what I'm saying? Every clique got that person who could take their own life. Every clique got that person who can high speed and die in a crash. You see what I'm saying? But most importantly, what I learned from watching all the older cliques and the people before me, what I learned is that all the people, what I paid attention to, all the people who had loved day for day, they died doing what they did day for day. Literally, like, if you love day for day, you could jump off the porch one day, you can come up one day, you can rob somebody one day, then you can come up one day, you can ball one day, and then you can get thing one day. Because when you ain't got no long-term goal or no long-term focus, when you walk out your house, you ain't telling yourself like, man, I gotta live to see 10 years from now. So you ain't got that in your head. You ain't got in your head, man, I gotta live to see 10 years from now. So every day I leave out my house, you ain't thinking about, damn, I might get robbed and get smoked. Somebody might run up on me, thank me. You get what I'm saying? You ain't thinking in your head like, boy, if I get in this car with this fool and this man high speed, I might lose my life. You ain't thinking that when you living day for day. You just living day for day. You see what I'm saying? That's what life is. When life is like, you gotta love and plan things out. It might not go how you want it to go, but you still gotta have plans. So when you come outside every day, you have something forward to look forward to. You see what I'm saying? But that's your boy Marlo. I out.